Welcome to the Making of Yore, a podcast where we turn ideas into game mechanics for our upcoming tabletop RPG, Yore. If you'd like to stay up to date on the developments of Yore, head over to our Discord. Link is in the description. Welcome to the flip side.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I don't know if we'll keep doing that, but
Yeah,
I realized that
The flip side.
you always say, "See you on the flip side," and this is the only place that you might
The
see
flip side
them.
might be.
This
Yeah.
must be the
this
flip side.
this must be the flip side.
You really shouldn't just take people's phrases like that.
Well,
Maybe Clayton is the flip side.
no. Well,
Perhaps.
I don't think I took his phrase. I think more of like I'm integrating his phrase into my vernacular.
Ah, like Gen Z.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So this is going to be the third session that we've played, and the fifth one in our kind of like game testing podcast.
Yes, where we test out all those rules you heard us brainstorm,
Yep.
and some rules you didn't hear us brainstorm.
A lot. Yeah. We've recorded, what was it, 33
I believe so.
33 hours just about of game development, and that was way less game development than we did not recording.
That's probably half of the game development we did on the day you heard the pod, or we recorded the podcast you heard, and we do another day of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. It was a lot of render.
Yeah. Past a million frames long. How close are we getting to 2 million frames?
Man, hold on. Okay, if we're at 33 we are definitely past 2 million.
Past 2 million frames.
Yeah. And at this point the sad thing is I mostly just dump my frames now at this point, but and I usually do it by like 5s or 10s of episodes, but it's always like 100 gigs, 150 gigs of frames, some shit like that. It's a lot.
It's silly. It's silly, but you know, it's cool.
There's just a ton
it's something
of
different.
Nobody
Yep.
else is doing puppets.
yeah. Of it.
Yeah. Puppets.
Puppet stuff.
All right. And is this have you ran one?
I have not run in this gladiator setting.
I've run
ran-
all 3 of the ones that we've recorded so
Yes,
far.
this is my first one in the new world we built.
Yeah.
I did all that jank nonsense when we were trying to figure out if we'd broken anything terrible.
Yeah. If anything worked.
Like, does this actually do game?
Yeah.
And it did. So we made a world and are doing it more seriously this time with like, I don't know, story and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Some kind of story. And so we got all 4 of us here tonight. Clayton Parker hasn't talked yet, but he's here as well. So
sure he
Howdy
will.
who?
Yep. You already saw his puppet.
You did.
He knew he was coming at
He
some
stands
point.
out. His little hair.
Here we are, starting early.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I ain't looking at shit.
That's how it's gonna be, huh?
Apparently so.
I guess.
Apparently so.
I'm gonna. All right, fine.
All right, well, if we
Let's
do
get
any-
this on the road.
If we do any hand edits on this episode, make sure to like turn his puppet to look at you.
No, I don't want my puppet to
No.
look at. I don't want my puppet to look at him. He's got better things to look
I'm not
at.
touching his stupid puppet.
Not a stupid puppet.
All right.
I'm gonna touch it.
You want to do our where we left off?
Yeah, last time we left off, Tool and Flavius Flav and Boberanus had been acquired by a new ludus in town, owned by an old man by the name of Crispus Decimus, who our intrepid heroes discovered was good at archery and very strange.
Yes. And then the next morning, because Boberanus was not around the next morning, and you guys went and did a battle with some acid elementals.
Yes, and a couple of Spartoi.
No. Acid
No, it was
elementals and a troll.
a troll, right.
On that one, yeah, a troll.
And we got all sticky and then came back and ate some mystery meat. I ate an entire rack of ribs, bones and all.
Got sticky, came back, ate mystery meat. Got it.
Yeah, you haven't met. Bo Baranus hasn't met Tool yet.
No, I met Tool
No, he
because
hasn't met.
I kept
yeah.
Tool's Bazor.
Yeah, that's true. You met Tool in the first session.
That's right.
He hasn't met Chastain Dunlap yet. We also had dinner with a very nice man while I ate that rack of ribs, bones and all.
Yeah. A completely normal person.
Just like a regular dude sitting there with Gnome Tool and half Cyclops Flavius.
Chastain Dunlap.
Yes.
All right.
One of my 5 reoccurring characters. This one knows magic, though. The last one didn't.
Yeah. Getting closer and closer to being a vampire.
One day, Chastain will get to be a vampire.
One day.
One day.
When we finish the Boon classes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So all of you went to bed. Do you do anything overnight? Any evening rituals?
If my door has a lock, I lock it.
Good call. Who likes to sleepwalk?
Yeah. I saw you eat those ribs.
Yep. Like that could be me.
I sleep standing up with my arms out to the side and my eyes open.
I sharpen my sword.
What?
And go to bed.
Okay.
Really?
That is, I guess that's
All right.
the order.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll sword sharpen before bedtime.
Yeah.
That's
You just always wore out right after you sharpen your sword. Just ready
Yeah,
to
he
hit the
always
hay.
wants to go to sleep.
Just right away.
Immediately.
exactly my thought.
Do you sharpen your sword while you're in bed?
Typically before I get into bed.
Oh, okay.
What kind of sword does a half dragon have anyway?
You know,
Is it like a long sword, or you got one of them dog dick looking things?
it's pretty sharp.
got
I'll
the-
say that much.
It got the heavy property?
What?
It got the heavy property? Sounds heavy.
It heavy.
Oh.
Heavy sword.
Well, it actually may not be. We did change how the
Yeah, weapons.
Maybe too
changed
heavy
weapons.
for you.
Welcome to Weapon Rules 4.0, people.
Yeah.
I'm a Cyclops.
Before you guys start shit talking.
We're not shit talking.
Oh, good. So armor rules have changed a little bit. They've been simplified. You just choose whether, if you have armor proficiency, basically you choose whether you want medium or heavy. Medium gives you 2 DR, heavy gives you 3, but you have some negatives. So like being sneaky and stuff.
So I have one more DR than I
No,
have.
you have the same amount of DR you had before. It won't change.
You're just a little worse at ambushing and finesse, to be quiet.
Yes. We restructured it so that heavy still gives exactly what heavy used to give. It just now has some negatives now.
All right. Well, let me know if you want me to put that +1 on there.
And then on weapons, heavy's a 2-point now. It ignores DR and can be used to destroy 2 objects, requires 2 hands. So if you were using the heavy property with your shield,
It wasn't.
your weapon wasn't heavy. Oh, okay, you're good then.
Yep.
What do you have? Thrown and sharp?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You're all good then. That hasn't changed.
Cool.
Alrighty. I think we're all set then.
All right, cool. You guys wake up in the morning to the delectable smell of beans and oatmeal.
Oh boy.
Beans and oatmeal.
Are those lentils or are they what kind of beans?
They look like probably like maybe lima bean, maybe navy bean. You never tell around these parts.
You know, Chastain's adaptable. He'll eat whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah,
he
I dig
he's a
in
bit of a
too.
connoisseur, so he does inspect it.
Okay. Probably closer to a lima bean.
I could roll for it, but
Yeah. Be general knowledge.
tier 2 or 1?
Tier 1. Beans are not particularly arcane lore.
I succeed.
Definitely a lima bean.
All right. Great. I'm fine with that.
Cool.
I do make sure that the ratio leads to maybe a little bit of a disproportionate advantage to the oatmeal.
Okay. Yeah, you got to carb up.
I'm going to go out and get me some of them beans too.
Okay. You, what's your bean oatmeal ratio looking like?
My bean oatmeal, more beans than oatmeal.
You
Definitely. We're talking like, probably 60-40.
you need that a little higher protein content for that Cyclops muscles.
Yes, sir.
I'm helping myself some beans.
Oh, no oatmeal?
Oatmeal too.
Oh, what's
I'm
your
just-
ratio look like?
You put them in separate bowls.
Yeah, you get a bowl of beans and a bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah. What kind of serial killer question is that?
You look around, literally everybody else is eating out of one bowl.
Oh man, y'all are some sick fucks. And I get 2 bowls.
I mean, they gave it to you. They
separate.
look at you a little weird, but they gave it to you.
What?
Okay, fine. I take it back and I sit down and I eat kind of going back and forth between the two. Oats, beans, oats.
I watch the whole time as he does this.
Why are you eating them things like a bird? You're just picking at them.
What?
You're just picking at them one at a time.
You have a problem?
You hear?
Well, if you don't want the beans, I can eat them for you.
I'm eating the beans just fine. Can't you see? Oats, beans, oats, beans.
So if you don't want them, I'm going to try to like grapple those.
Hey, no.
Well, you can-
I'm going to challenge
Okay.
whatever is happening with my bean.
Opposed athletics.
Yep.
Can I use minor telekinesis as an action to try and slip the beans away?
Absolutely.
I'm going to try and lift the beans straight up
Okay.
with minor telekinesis.
Give me finesse to try and get it away before they realize.
What is going on?
I
What-
want
what tier?
Tier 2.
Okay.
I want awareness to try to catch him moving the beans.
All right. Tier 3, because you're trying to wrestle another guy as you.
That's disadvantage. Why? Just
Tier
once.
3 is disadvantage for you. You're tier 2.
Fuck it up.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully scoop
And
the
I
beans.
succeeded on my check.
All right. Now, you two roll your athletics checks against each other.
Nope. I pick up the oats and I throw it at his head.
My head?
Yeah,
Why
I
is this already
throw
started?
my bowl of oats at your head because, see, this was your misstep. You had 1 bowl. I've got 2.
Fine. I use my finesse to catch it. Let's go. Come
Does
on.
he?
Okay, give me tier 2 finesse.
Yeah, let's see it.
I catch it. And I eat your oatmeal. Thanks.
You have
Jerk off.
you got to be.
No.
I
know
get
what
back
happens?
up. I get up and I go back over and I get another bowl of oats and another bowl of beans.
All right, you have a bowl of oats and a bowl and a half of beans.
Yeah, I set the
That's-
beans back down after the fighting's done.
No,
I
that's-
took
no,
your
that's
beans
fine,
when you.
that's fine,
I
'cause-
take your beans when you go to get more.
I'm going to sit down with my 2 whole bowls and I'm going to go back. Oats, beans, oats.
Making eye contact.
Well, that was
Beans,
pretty
oats.
crazy, wasn't it, feller?
Gentlemen,
Hmm?
they let us have as much food as we want.
I know that.
You don't
That's
seem,
why I tried
you don't
to
seem
crack
like you
him
know
upside
that.
the head with it.
You don't seem
Oh,
like you
I'm
know
just
that.
not.
Nice catch.
I understand we're supposed to keep our, kind of blood hot. We're fighters. But
While he's distracted.
maybe-
You
No.
guys hear like a god awful crunching sound coming from across the room.
I assume it's Tool.
I
Yeah, you look over and Tool has got 6 bowls of something that might be beans and oatmeal, and he's just eating them, bowl and all.
Oh, and that's Tool.
Oh, I met Tool last night.
Oh, good.
He did something similar.
He's eating these bowls of beans and oatmeal like they're a pita pocket.
And does he like stack one bowl on top of the other bowl and like make a bowl sandwich?
Yeah, pretty much.
all right.
Gentlemen, I understand our lives are violent, full of, well, potential death, but at least injury. Maybe when we have dinner, though. We could try and retain some level of civility.
Well, we can talk about that at dinner.
Decorum.
We can talk about that at dinner. This is breakfast. So,
Yes, you guys should be much more polite. Just eat like the old Tool does over here. See? It's like he's chewing a fistful of pea gravel.
That will, yeah, sure. What he said.
Oats.
Have you guys seen the doctor today yet?
Beans.
There's a doctor. Oh,
are we seeing a doctor today? Is there one here for us?
Yeah, he said he should look at me today after he watched me eat those ribs last night.
Oh, yeah, I can see him wanting to do that with you.
I have not met the doctor.
Okay.
Do you mean our like combat physician?
Yeah, the what do you call it? The Medicae, something.
Medic?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably his title here.
I finish my breakfast and I leave the mess hall.
Okay, you walk outside and you see an old man practicing archery out in the courtyard.
Practicing archery,
him?
teaching archery how it's done.
Yeah, do I recognize him?
Give me general knowledge.
All right, let me see here. Oh man, I don't know nothing, man.
All right, give me a roll another one at tier 1. See if you succeed.
Yeah, definitely. That is a gnat.
Okay, you don't know who he is, but you recognize that he's probably a former legionary, maybe even a former centurion.
Okay. I kind of watch what he's up to.
All
I
right.
watch him. I expect I've
He's
seen
got
many a dude.
A hay bale with like maybe 150
Arrows.
arrows stuck in it, like
Oh.
a hedgehog. And he is at about 50 paces, just shooting one arrow into the butt of another arrow. And you've watched him do this about 12 times in a row. He draws one out of the hay bale, knocks it, draws back, looks for a half second, and splits an arrow. Reaches over, grabs another one out of the hay bale, draws, aims for a half second, splits another arrow. And he's doing this like he's fucking bored.
I walk out behind Tool. You know, it seems you'd think maybe once someone gets that good at archery, they wouldn't do it all the time. But then maybe if you don't do it all the time, you can't be that good at archery.
He's probably staying sharp.
I think he likes the sound the arrows make when they break.
I mean, I like it too.
You know what? He might be just as disturbed as you are, little thing.
Yes.
You're a gnome, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a gnome, but you can't say it that way.
I won't.
Hey, thanks.
I
So,
keep watching the Legionnaire. I'm not going to interrupt him. Is there anybody else around?
There's some like servants and stuff, like the people who cook dinner for you guys.
It'd probably be stupid to ask anybody else. I'm going to ask one of these knuckleheads. Are they nearby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing behind you.
Yeah. I ask you, hey, what's his name again?
Crispus, you mean the archer?
Yeah.
Crispus Decimus.
Ah, right. I couldn't place his name. I knew we'd met him. Anyway, thank you.
Yes, of course.
But you probably haven't met him yet. He pulled you from the Ludus where you worked with Tool and Flavius yesterday, but he had to get you from somewhere else, so he didn't give you the personal greeting. So you were told who he was, but you just were told some guy named Crispus Decimus bought you yesterday.
Hey, man, I just don't want to look like a dummy over here.
I wouldn't worry about that.
All right. Thanks.
That's okay. We're here with Flavius.
All right. Well,
As long as you're with me, you're always going to look smart.
I side-eye Tool when he says we're here with Flavius, and I think...
Tool is blissfully unaware of his own ignorance.
says the guy that was just eating 2 bowls.
Oh, he ate like 6 bowls. He just ate them 2 at a time.
So I turn to Chastain and I say, so what's, so this Crispus guy, he owns us now, right?
Sort of.
Well,
He owns the license to use us in fights.
yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I was saying. He's got the license now.
Yeah.
Well, do you know anything about him?
Oh, he is he's a retired, fairly high-ranking legionary. I don't know exactly what position he was, but he clearly had a very long career and probably killed lots of things based on his proficiency.
He looks like he's in his early 70s.
Killed a lot of dude. Huh?
Anyone who makes it to 70 in a military career, probably pretty good at what they do.
That's
Fucking hardcore.
That's a fair point. Okay, well, yeah. Thanks.
All right. So it takes him maybe 10 minutes to finish shooting all these arrows. And he finally looses the last one, splits it for like the 150th time in a row. Finally, like, gives a big stretch, puts his arms out and goes, what a way to warm up in the morning. So, guys, let's see, what have we got on the schedule today? Did you guys like breakfast?
Yes, it was very satisfying, very filling.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Cool. Stop eating my bowls. Okay. Why stop eating bowls, though? Because they're expensive. So, you are the Cyclops man.
Flavius, sir.
Flavius, yes. Flavius Flav.
Yes, that's right, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you again.
And you are Boob. Bob Uranus. Bob Uranus, yes. Okay, so your good buddy Decimus here has worked out a deal. Feeding you is very expensive. So I have come to an agreement with the arena supplier, if you will, to subsidize your grocery bill. However, in order to get this consideration, I have had to pledge your services. And so I need you all to do a spot of advertising. Except you, Tool, you have to go to the doctor. Also, in no way are you allowed to interact with the public.
So you've pledged our services for, what kind of services?
You all will be representing for the day a place called Gaius the Gauls Garum Grocery. He sells a variety of sauces.
Oh, I love his sauce.
Gaius of Gauls Grocery?
Garum Grocery.
Garum.
Yes.
Gaius the Gauls Garum Grocery.
Correct.
Well, sir,
The man likes alliteration.
I obviously.
And salty fish juice.
Well, who doesn't?
well, sir, it would be an honor. Do you think that they would be willing to give out some of their famous sauce? It would go great with our lentils.
I'm sure you can work something out with him. I didn't negotiate for that, but he's always been agreeable with me.
I've got a way with words. I think I'll be able to win him over.
More power to you, son.
Oh, thank you.
So you guys are supposed to be there at 9, so you've got about a half hour to get across the city.
All right.
Well, we better probably get going then.
Okay.
Is there like a horse carriage we can take?
Yeah, I've hired a registered gladiator transporter.
Perfect. Well, let's get to it, boys.
I give Crispus a nod and walk off towards the
He gives you like the fist chest bump.
I don't, not having served myself,
Oh.
I don't,
I
go hop on the thing.
Yep, I join.
I get on there too.
All right. It's like a 4-seater rickshaw. And there's a centaur pulling it.
So I guess.
How y'all doing?
Do you want me to get behind the reins? Do I drive you, or do you just take care of everything?
Motherfucker, I am a sapient creature. Do not touch me.
I'm sorry. I don't know how.
You keep your grubby Cyclops paws off my haunches.
I didn't want to be rude. I didn't know if there was an
You
expectation.
were rude, whether you meant to be or not.
Oh,
Listen, do you see a bit and bridle?
well, that I
See
did.
what he said.
Sit down.
How was I supposed to know?
Like I said, sit down.
I am sitting. I'm in the cart with you.
Uncouth these days.
I apologize for my friend.
I made sure to take an edge seat.
Yeah, there's 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Oh,
I sit in the I sit up front.
I sit up front next to him just because
Okay.
I know how big he is.
Yep, make you sit in the back. All right.
Wait, am I in the back?
You're too big to sit next to me or
Yeah.
either one of us, really.
You definitely
Oh.
have to buy an extra seat on an airline.
Gotcha.
You're like Kevin Smith pre-weight loss.
That's not any good.
You got a pair of like massive jorts. Anyway, you guys.
Well, it's, I mean, half giants, what they're packing's dangerous.
Yeah,
So.
it's eat.
Gotta have some jorts. Get down to the knee, you know.
All right. Off we go.
Shooting.
All right, Cyclops guy toodles on down the road, clippity clop. He is seething.
Is there any way we're kind of in a
I
hurry?
do not want you to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
You be quiet in the back there.
We have a deadline, and I was just wanting him to go a little faster. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's just good service.
Once we get a few minutes into the drive, I ask him if he likes lima beans.
Do I like what?
Beans.
Beans. Yeah, I'm a fan of the lentil.
Yeah. Oh, good. I have some with
Oh.
me. Yeah, I brought a little as a snack from
Like-
breakfast. So let me know if you want some.
I could go for some pocket beans.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You guys ever seen that bit with the beans? Where the guy's robbing that dude? He says, "Give me all your beans." And one dude's like, "What are you talking about?
Give me all your beans.
And he just opens up his backpack and it's all beans.
It's just beans.
Man, how did you, of all people, get me?
It's like that
The
video.
bean thief.
Have you guys all seen this? You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't it by the same guy that does this computer's got beans in it? This is beans.
Yeah. We'll watch it later. But yeah, I saw that again recently. And so I was like, oh shit, I got to have some pocket beans.
Yeah, he like holds a hand back towards you.
Yeah, I give him a handful of pocket
All
beans.
right, he just like takes the slot and goes. These are good pocket beans.
Well, I made sure to add a little spice to them.
Ah, that secret sauce.
Yeah. Well, that's my food pocket. I make sure that,
Ah, not your pocket pool pocket.
yeah.
What is going on?
Castaigne's polite.
I know,
He
but
understands the customs of a city. He has pocket beans for the centaur. He doesn't try and touch the centaur.
I didn't try to touch him. I asked about touching him.
all right, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm just like, What?
What is happening? Yeah. So he's gnawing on his pocket beans. He hauls you down. You guys are going through like kind of a nicer area of town. So sort of like the north side. You get up to a spot that looks like a giant amphora turned upside down with a little doorway cut in the neck. Amphoras are those like pointy bottomed Greek pots.
Yeah.
Little like jug ear handles on both sides.
So this is our stop.
Yeah,
He
it's
pulls
like
to a
built
stop.
into the side of a hill. Have you ever seen what Petra looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if Petra was a big amphora instead of a like building and carved into the side of a hill. And above it says Gaius the Gauls Garum Grocery. And it looks real empty.
So it looks like a butt plug carved into the side of a cliff. You know,
with
an
like-
amphora.
Like a butt plug with handles on the flared base.
Okay, so it's safe. I gotcha. Gotcha. That's good.
All right. Do you say that in character?
I did.
Oh.
Sindar's just open mouth. This is the first thing you've said all day.
Sorry about that. He's a little weird, that one.
Well,
I can tell we're going to
I
have
guess I'm never going to be able to unsee that. Thank you.
we're going to have
Hey.
a hard time ever having a civil meal, aren't we?
We're not even eating anything this time.
Yeah. I
Sindar
know.
clops away.
I just stare at the butt plug.
Man, it's weird because I wasn't even thinking about it till I saw it.
You know, I'm not even sure that you actually saw it, but you still thought of it.
Nah, I mean, you know, flared at the bottom.
Yeah, pointy tip, flared base. Only one option. Put it in your ass.
Well,
Let's go in and
I was about to say, let's go inside.
let's go find this guy.
Let's go in.
All right.
Well, isn't this a turn? Usually it's the other way around.
All right, we're going in, and what do we see in there?
Let's just
You
get it
see a
over
bunch
with.
of smaller amphoras and little bottles, and it's just full of little bottles of sort of a brownish gray liquid, and it smells heinous.
Now,
Now, if you guys don't know, garum is sort of like the Roman version of Worcestershire sauce. It's like fermented fish and salt for like months. But
okay.
it's one of the most popular Roman condiments.
Bob.
What?
I just want to, we're here to help him with some kind of, I guess, marketing thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's in here.
And I can see why. I can smell why.
I
Yeah.
thought that we were coming here
no.
to rough somebody up.
I don't remember that being in the discussion, but
Look, all I heard was
just a second.
they
I had
needed
a
our
point,
services.
Bob. I had a point. Just let me get to it before we
I'm
move
li-
on.
I'm listening.
I don't think you should bring up the butt plug thing with
I
the owner.
wasn't planning on it.
Good. I no worries then. Didn't even need to have this conversation.
You guys give me an awareness check.
I crit succeed.
I succeed as well.
Success.
All right, you guys hear from sort of like the back of the shop up.
I head to the back of the shop.
I investigate as well.
I come with him.
All right.
Are we armed with our weapons?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You guys go in the back, and there is a big like box full of broken pottery that has fallen off a shelf and has landed on a trapdoor. And the trapdoor is like bumping and shaking.
I look over at Flavius Flav. Think you
Hmm?
you want to move that? Maybe. Seems like
or-
someone might need some help down there.
Sure, we're allowed to touch all that. I don't want to make this guy.
I go over and I
can do it.
open that trap door.
I open the trap
immediately.
door. I open the trap door.
Too
I
late.
stand
I
back
can
and
do
watch
it.
them fight over who's
Okay.
going
No,
to
I'm
do
not
this.
fighting over it. I just happen
am
over
athletics
and
check to open
if
the
he
door.
decides to like
You can
step in
oppose
front
me
of me
if you
and do
dare.
it, I let him. But like everybody knows he's
You're
just
not going to
being
let
an
me do
idiot.
shit. I got a 10. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
success.
yeah. Go after you. After you. You're the champ.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys go over.
Yeah, I stay way back.
You grab
from
the
their thing.
trapdoor handle and you yank it open and you fucking yeet the box of broken pottery into a wall of jars.
Oh. Let's see. Let's make
And
it.
there's this big crash, and then fat little halfling climbs up out of this hole, and you realize he is so fat that if he were any taller, he'd be round.
But he's more of an oval shape as it is.
Yes,
Okay.
he is an oblong. This guy is rotund.
Does it smell worse now that he broke all of those?
So only some of them had stuff in it.
Ah,
It
Oh.
looks like a lot of bottles waiting to be refilled, a lot of like mostly empty bottles.
Got you.
It does stink pretty bad in here though. And he goes, oh my gosh, what have you done?
Well, we found all these boxes. Everything here was broken when we found you.
Man, oh man.
We came in here. All this stuff was broken, and we just kind of moved it gently to the side.
We are so late. This is the grand opening today, and I haven't even put out my banner yet.
Your banner. Well, I mean, we're here to help. We were sent.
Oh,
hell?
fantastic! You're those beastly gladiators I rented from what's his name.
Yep. From what's his name?
Citrus Decanter.
Could one of you go down there?
Crispus Decimus was his
Yes,
name.
that was his name. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Good
yes. Citrus decimal. Yep, that's the one.
I
Let's
think
go.
he said Citrus Decanterus, which is a pretty great name.
Citrus Decanterus.
I didn't think
That was
I-
actually the Cyclops name.
I didn't think I'd be that off.
Okay.
He might be Citrus Decanterus in the future. I don't know.
Citrus
That's-
Decanterus.
That's a pretty epic name.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks at you guys and could one of you go down into my basement and fetch my banner? Somebody locked me in there.
Yeah, I roll down there and I get that fucking banner.
I bet it was my rival, Steve.
Steve.
Yes,
Steve sounds like a jerk off.
he is.
Well, we're gonna take care of Steve.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, now
We're gonna- we'll
hold
kill
on,
him.
guys.
What?
What?
We're gonna kill the competition
Oh, okay.
with knives.
He owns Steve's stately sauces.
It.
He's my main rival in the sauce business.
Steve's stately sauces. His sauces are always too salty.
See? You understand.
Exactly.
This man is a connoisseur.
The connoisseur. You see? You hear that?
Yes, a connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
I'm just. We can't kill civilians.
We're not supposed to.
I mean, technically, no one's supposed to go around killing civilians. But we especially can't.
I
Mr.
know.
Lizard Man, could you please go into the basement and get my banner? These two seem distractible.
All right, I roll down and get the banner.
All right, you get down there. This guy has 100% like taken a crap down here. Like it's in the corner, but
But he hasn't. Has he been in there that long?
I mean, you have no idea how long he's been in here.
I avoid the turd and
Right.
I get his banner and hoist upstairs.
I
Nice.
start using minor telekinesis to pick up all of the things
The
that he broke.
turds?
No,
All right.
I'm not down there.
No.
That'd be pretty good. You take the turds and shape them to a little ball and throw them away for him.
I'm not down there.
We don't have to do that.
I don't
now.
even know about it. I'm unaware.
You're right.
Blissfully so.
You're right.
Unless he's yelling, there's turds from down in the hole.
There's turds down here.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes, monstrous rats we have.
Yeah, this don't look like a rat. And I come up with the banner.
It's sort of badly dyed yellow. It says Gaius the Gaul's Garum Grocery Grand Opening.
Enticing.
Well, Bobarinus, help me hang this thing up. We'll get. You want it out front?
Yes, right on the omphra, if you wouldn't mind.
Bobarinus, come on, let's go hang this thing up.
On the
All
decorative
right.
jug handles.
Is there already mounts or anything hung, or are we going to have to...
Oh, my apologies. He reaches into his pocket and he hands you like a roll of string.
Of what?
String.
Oh, okay.
Twine. Cord.
And we're going to go out there.
So I tie, I get the banner, and I look around. Is there a rock nearby?
A rock?
Yeah, like, is there a rock on the ground anywhere?
Yeah,
near?
sure. You can find a rock.
All right, great. I grab a rock and I wrap the banner around it, tie it up with the.
I am in disbelief as to whatever it is he's doing.
And I wrap it up real neat.
Bob,
And I. Yes.
what you doing?
Putting it up there.
Bob, are you just gonna throw it in a rock and hope it stays up there?
Yeah, not a great plan, I guess. Now that I think about it.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Think about it. Not even once.
How about
Here, you take
how
over.
about we take care of it?
Yeah, you
Hey,
take over.
no problem. I was going to just roll. You seem like you had a plan. I never
if-
said
if-
you
if
were
we'll
serious.
just-
I did have a plan.
If we'll just create some loops in the rope, I'll just use my telekinesis to put the rope over some like edges that we can attach it to.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's got two big old jug ears. The banner's like the perfect length to fit between them.
Okay.
There's even two little like eyelets in the corner of the banner that you can tie the string to.
Yeah. So once we get the string all tied up to fit, he'll probably just hold the extra weight up of the banner
Yeah.
because he's big and tall, and I'll lift the string up so that it goes over the
Such
eyelets.
a big boy.
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
That's real nice.
All right, I admit it. That was better than my idea.
It is.
Yeah, we sure did do a good job hanging up this banner.
Yep.
They were good beans.
It looks like they were good beans.
What are you talking about?
oats. We had just ate oats and. Never mind.
Yeah, about
We-
45 minutes or an hour ago,
Yeah,
we had
we
some
did.
oats and beans.
We did.
Those were good. Hey, just come over here.
No, I don't think I will.
No, listen. I walk over to him.
I go inside. I go inside while they do their thing to ask the owner what's the next task.
Okay. So I need you to bring in as many people as you can from the street. We need a big day. I spent most of my money opening this new store and on the banner. So
Okay. I know. I'm trying to process this before I take it outside, and
So there's
Bob Arenas starts kidnapping people and bringing them to the store.
no. The problem is that I was playing a joke on
So what did you want to tell me?
Flavius.
What did you want to tell me?
I went over to Flavius and I was, it's been about an hour since we had those beans,
Yeah,
and
it's been an hour.
so I went over and stood next to.
Are you telling?
Flavius.
Are you narrating what you're doing to me?
No, I'm
To
explaining
me?
to them what happened. I walked over and stood next to him, and as he was delivering his, important message, I was gassing him out.
All right. Well, I come out of the building apparently at the time that you begin gassing.
Yeah, you walk out
Flavius.
of there, it's just clapping cheeks, bro.
I in my head I can't send him to go get people. He's gonna throw rocks at him and fart on him.
I
there's-
leave Flavius
There's
eyes
a decent
watering.
number of people out on the street already. They're just not coming in here.
And I come out on the street too.
You guys
You're
are on the
already
street.
on the street with me.
You've been on the street the whole time.
Oh man.
So you're just standing in your own fart with me.
That's right, but it doesn't bother me.
Bo Rainus really goes hard on his days off, doesn't he? He ain't in the arena.
This is the guy who spit in Gael's mouth.
So,
Oh
so
my
you,
gosh, I forgot.
So now hold up. So you just come over to me and you look me dead in the eye and you fart and you just stand there with me and that's all we're doing?
Yeah, but it wasn't like
Look, he's an acid dragon, man. This is a nasty fart.
there was no noise to it. You know, I just came over and,
Silent but deadly.
whistled you.
I think that he thinks there was no noise, but actually,
No. It was smooth.
It was smooth. I didn't feel it, so it must not have made a noise. Do you understand the premise?
I understand the premise. I'm saying,
Hey, that's it.
He's showing you. Oh. Hey, how about you get out here and do your job now?
The end.
The end, motherfucker.
Boy, you're really going to bat for this guy that farted on you.
It's
When you're
just,
that bold about it, you know,
Yeah.
I have to respect it.
In Cyclops culture, this is very polite.
I just walk away. I think, oh no, he can't help me.
I can't save this. I got to do it on my own.
Hey, hold on, Dunlap. Where are you going?
Well,
We got to promote this thing. So let's get out there and get a bunch of folks to
were
that
you
place.
were you
That
were you
was-
listening in to my conversation that I had without you inside the building?
Yep. I was listening at the door while I was gassing him out. I was like transitioning from the building to the exterior, walking outside. As I was walking outside, I felt the breeze down low. I started cutting loose as I exited the building, overheard your conversation.
You got a 30-second long walking fart.
Brought my noxious cloud over. Because, because I got my clothes, right? It stashes in there as you walk a little and...
It might be best if he stays in the store.
I don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, we're supposed to try and generate some business. Maybe do some things that help bring customers in.
All right.
That's what I was saying.
You were right.
We got to promote
Yep.
for him. He said he spent all his money on this banner.
You have incredible hearing. But yes, you're right. That is what he said.
Yeah. Bring in as many people as possible.
Spot on. Word for
Killing it.
word. That's what he said.
What are you guys going to do to bring in as many people as possible?
Well, I think we might need
yeah.
to play to our strengths. Just go have a little fight somewhere.
Yeah, we don't have any weapons though.
Well, we can do it Greco style.
Yeah, maybe you and Bobaranus can wrestle.
No,
to be honest.
Bobaranus will do nothing of the sort.
I'll be honest. Don't tell anyone.
Right.
But most of my weapons aren't a sword, so I'm basically still fully armed.
Well, that's excellent.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
It is nice, but it also means that like I can't really get in a wrestling match. You'd beat the shit out of me in a wrestling match.
That's why I want to have one. Yes.
I can shoot you with cantrips and stab you with my sanguine blade.
Hold
but,
up, you got them there cantrips?
Oh yeah.
You got the magic hands?
Well, that's how that's how I lifted that banner up there.
Oh.
What was it? Yeah, telekinesis.
All right.
The minor kind.
I know Cyclopses are used to using the higgity schmiggity spell to cast, but that's not always required.
Yeah.
Well, we only had one legendary. We only had
Let's
one.
get this show on the road.
We only had one legendary mage that would do that, and he was pretty good. I feel like he's the best of all time.
I really love that we just like stand and continue to have a conversation. What race are you, Bobaranus?
He's a half dragon.
He's a half dragon. Dude, I love the idea that you're supposed to be like the most elite, the most civilized, just like
I have cast off the shackles of society.
and you're just
The Uber dragon.
you're just some like drunk hobo dragon.
Isn't that the most
In him,
free
the blood
kind of
Vercingetorix
dragon?
ran nearly true.
Now wait, hold on.
I can see why Vercingetorix
Now
lost.
hold on. So Dunlap has a point. You are a dragon, so maybe we just have him tell people to come in here.
Yeah, but the state of him.
The fucking state, man.
Do you think you can? You think you can be regal for like an hour?
Oh, fine. I can be regal if you want.
Okay.
All
So
right,
no-
cue Miss
no-
Congeniality montage.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, what can we do to spice him up a little bit?
So we can have him because he has a breath that he does, but it's gas.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
the
we-
ugly kind.
But if we can get the area cleared, a little area, and we get like a torch, we can make it like fire.
We can make him look like a cool dragon.
Yeah, we make him look like cool drag. We don't, it doesn't have to be something serious, but we can fake it till we make it. You know what I'm saying?
And we are going to take a break right here. We will continue this in the next episode.